Hey, you guys, Stuart Pidlow, the most targeted citizen. Hope you're well. I was just recording a video, and Tina called and cuts my video off for some reason. Got up off the couch finally about 1 o'clock, went to put my shoes on to leave to come outside, and as soon as I got up, got my shorts on, boom, the airplane starts dive bombing on me. No, people, they're not actually dropping bombs for all the trolls that love to say, well, you said they were dive bombing and I didn't see anything blow up. And the reason for me waking up late is because they don't let me sleep. I don't get to sleep till 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. That's how hard they hit me and how long they hit me. And they can do a variety of things. The easiest way to keep me from sleeping that they know works is they can amp up my temperature. Literally, I can be laying on my couch, and within a second, half a second, they can hit me with a beam of frequency, and it's instant heat. Instantly, literally burning. I can feel my flesh burning with their direct energy. I mean, instantly, everything heats up. It's like the whole house gets freaking 100 degrees. So we've had to readjust because I think they've messed. I think they've recalibrated, and this is one thing they will do. I think they've recalibrated my my thermostat in my house. It's digital. They've recalibrated it, so we normally kept it at 70, 71 degrees in the house, but now 70, 71 is too hot. So now we're having to keep it at 68 to 69 because they heat the house up so fast. And with direct energy weapon, any targeted individual says that, yeah, they hit me with that directed energy, and I just start sweating all over, and I can't stand it. They're a liar. They're lying to you. Directed energy does not make you sweat at all. Why? Your body doesn't have time to react to the directed energy beam when they hit you. You don't have time to react. It takes, I'd say, a minute and a half to really start sweating from anything. So for anybody out there claiming to be targeted says, oh yeah, I was sweating my butt off. It's too easy. Anyway, what I was saying before my video got cut off, couldn't really roll out of bed till 1 o'clock. And that's about average for me when they interrupt my sleep. They heat me up at night. They won't let me sleep. They'll play a frequency in my head to jack me up. They can actually jack up, artificially raise my heart rate. That sucks when they do that. Literally, it's like they can like they're just tapping on your adrenaline gland to get you jacked up. It's literally like pumping nitrous to an engine. Speed you up, slow you down. Speed you up, slow you down. And it sucks. As you can see, I'm walking everywhere. They have me so confused right now that I can't even focus on what I'm doing. The video I started to make 10 minutes ago was, as soon as I get up, get ready to come outside, boom, then a plane starts coming over. And they've moved my stuff. Again, I had my hand brush out here, and it's not where I put it. Always hanging on the tree, and it's not there. Literally like leprechauns running around the yard. It's just stupidity. But as soon as I started getting ready to come outside, the plane just started dive bombing. And when my video cut off, they stopped coming over. Yeah, they've taken my freaking brush. Literally like a freaking cat chasing its own tail. I was given tips for targeted individuals. My little hand brush is gone. God dang it. Number one tip for targeted individuals. And I'm not speaking about hard targets, soft targets, because there's a huge difference between a hard targeted individual and a soft target. Soft targeted individuals include people that see red everywhere, that see cars with one headlight, that hear horns honk occasionally. These people are soft targets, but they're still being targeted. They're still being stalked. What's happening to them is still illegal. But these people, and I saw a new one online last night on the YouTube Shorts, and I don't know. She's really freaking out about it because it's conditioning what they do to us. They condition us to notice colors and sequences. But this chick was sitting there and freaking out about colors and sequences. I think she's like in maybe New York, and I'm not criticizing it at all. Okay, I'm not. So don't act like that. But she got 38,000 views. And I'm like, well, that tells you how bad my channel's getting hit down. I mean, my channel gets wrecked anyway. You guys see the censorship, and I've had so many comments the last 2 weeks of people telling me I was unsubbed, or as soon as I post a comment, it disappears. I mean, they're just sitting there telling me, yeah, and if you guys read the comments, you should be able to see them, but they're hiding the comments from the audience as well. They'll let me see them and then hide them from the audience. So let me see if I can get this set up while I'm doing this. Oh my gosh, my shoulder hurts so bad. But let me give a couple tips for targeted individuals. I'm putting Loctite on all the lids for my boat so they don't leak. Tech tip for targeted individuals. Number 1, shut up. This sounds harsh to a lot of targeted individuals, and I've heard so many people, you're one of them. You're an undercover perp. You're hiding as a perp, and you're giving us bad information. Shut up. The biggest mistake I made was thinking that people that I knew and trusted and loved were going to believe me. Your friends and family are the first ones that's going to turn their back on you. Why would they turn their back on you? They're scared. They're scared for you, and they're scared of you. They're scared that they're going to catch now. You know, I'm using that phrase, catch what you've got. Because if you're being followed by the feds, and everybody else is like, well, if you're being followed by the feds, you must be doing something wrong. And I don't want the feds sniffing around me, because a lot of people are scared of the FBI, the federal government, and, well, they should be. Suffer in silence. Don't tell your mom. Don't tell your dad. Your soulmate of 30 years is going to be nice to you. It's going to be sweet until they're no longer sweet and nice to you. Until they're tired of you being crazy. It doesn't matter if you have J. Edgar Hoover testifying for you that you're a good, honest person and you're not nuts. No one's going to believe you. Okay? And for the ones out there that actually do have someone to believe you, just because they say they believe you doesn't mean they do. And I've met so many targeted individuals that say, oh yeah, it's like the guy in Oklahoma I told you about, the guy that's walking around with pistols on his hip. He's like, yeah, the cops right here, I was a city councilman, and he saw the cops around here, they believe me, they know I'm being stalked, they know people's chasing me around, they've seen it for their own eyes, and they said they'd stand up to the New World Order side by side with me. Like I told him, I said, okay. Because as soon as you walk 5 feet out of earshot, he's saying, man, that dude's crazy. He's a nice guy and all, but that dude's freaking nuts. Anybody following him? Why would anybody follow him? That's what they're saying. And if you can't believe that, I'm sorry. That's just the facts. That's just the truth. And it is, I am sorry that I have to say that, but it's truth. I'm only going to tell you the truth as I always have. So the number 1 rule, suffer in silence. Number 2, and I can blow vet in all these, because I've learned 46 years I've been in this program, okay? 47, I'm 47 now. 47 years I've been in this crap, and I'm too young to be this old. Suffer in silence, number 1. Number 2, change up your routine. If you want to go shopping, don't go to the same store. Go 5 miles away from where you normally do. Get outside of your own bubble. Along with that, let me tell you how to do your shopping. Because as you guys seen, I was the first person to film the stalking at Walmart's. Walmart is heaven for gang stalkers. Okay? That's Gang Stalker Central. Because there's so many people there. When you go to do your shopping, you need to go as fast as you can. You rock and roll. You get there and you get it done. Number 1 thing before you decide to go shopping, shut up. Don't tell your mother, don't tell your father, your brother, your kinfolk, your boyfriend, your girlfriend that, hey honey, I'm going to Walmart, I'll be back in a minute. Or I'm going to Dollar General to get laundry detergent. Do not announce where you are going. Why? There's a big misconception that gang stalkers track you and trace you by your cell phone. That's 15-year-old technology. They don't need that now. When they first start surveilling you, To make you a targeted individual, they learn everything about you. In the process of learning everything about you, they go through your trash. They get your DNA from empty drink bottles, from your toothbrush, from your combs, your brushes. They get your DNA, and with the DNA, they have figured out with a computer program how to get your resonant frequency. Our bodies are electric. Our brains are always sending the signals to our bodies and tell them what to do. Once they can pick that signal up with their satellites and their drones and their airplanes, they got you. They don't need anyone to follow you. They know where you're at all times. It's literally like you've got like it's a 1970s Clint Eastwood movie and there's a beacon on the bumper of your car going beep, 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 beep. They got you. You're not going to get away. But by moving fast and by not announcing, and this is for soft targeted individuals, okay, the ones that aren't hard targets yet, and I'll clarify. Run and go fast. If you don't announce where you're going, they can't be there waiting for you, okay? If you go to the same store all the time, boom, they're going to be waiting for you. And where you're going, they've already removed what you need off the shelves. I can't tell you how many times I went to the store and exactly what I need is gone. And it could be anything from soups to deodorant, because they know when you're out of deodorant because they keep a check of everything in your house. From your deodorant to your favorite toothpaste to the kind of socks you wear. Anything that you need to purchase. And they'll make sure you run out of whatever that you need. They will make sure to take what you have so you need it again, so you have to go to the store and purchase it. Do not advertise, do not warn, do not alert anyone where you're going. Just go. Go outside your perimeter. Go to a different place every time. I know that gets ill because you want to feel familiar in a certain place, but go to a different location. Don't announce where you're going. And number 3 on this topic is go fast. Go fast. Me and Mason, I can go to Walmart and do my grocery shopping. I can do my grocery shopping, $200, $250 worth of grocery shopping in 12 to 15 minutes. I am cooking. I know exactly what I want. I know exactly what I need. I have to stick to a schedule. And I just have to, if they ain't got it, then I just sit back and wait till Tina can go one day and I tell her to pick it up because they will take exactly. I go to the same place. I keep a routine, but see, I'm a hard target. The difference between me and you is not only do they have my resonant frequency is, there's the plane. If you hear it, I don't know. Not only do they have my resonant frequency, I am hooked up to a mainframe, a supercomputer with remote neural monitoring. In other words, they know what I think. They know what I feel. They see what I see with their supercomputer. This is AI technology. Let me give you another tip, targeted individuals. There is not 2 or 3 people sitting in a bedroom closet in the apartment next door to you, watching you on TV or computer screens, writing down what you're doing. They are not talking into a microphone and talking into your neighbors are not next door talking into a microphone, speaking in your brain. That's a myth. It's a misconception. Who's that jackalope? That Kevin Christian guy that's talking about the people 2 roads over that's manipulating his butthole? No, I'm not joking. What I just said, I'm not joking. He's talking about this certain brother, 2 brothers that are living 2 blocks away from him in Georgia, and they're manipulating his butthole with technology. If you believe Kevin Christian, I have a bridge to sell you. Okay? He is there to make us look like fools, to make us look goddamn crazy, and to discredit us. Can they play with your butthole? Yes, they can electronically play with your butthole. Is that standard operating procedure? If it works on you, they will. But they're not. You're never going to know where these people are. They will implant it in your mind and make you be paranoid of a neighbor just so you'll go and react and commit a crime so they can lock you up or put you in a nut house. Facts. They want you to walk next door and kill your neighbor because, like they told me through V2K when this program started for me, prisoner death, prisoner death, prisoner death. They tried to set me up for my fiance's murder. They tried to set me up for, I found dope in my house. I found all kinds of stuff they've tried to set me up for, but luckily through the grace of God only that I'm still here and I didn't fall for it. So many times they wanted me to go out and commit mass violence, but I wouldn't fall for it. Once they hung me, once they had me hang myself, I was like, wait a second, I've got to listen to what the Bible says. The Bible says to capture every thought and to test the spirits. Once you capture the thought, even though it's your voice in your head, it ain't necessarily your thought. You have to know how to discern what's right, what's wrong, and what's real or not. So, number 1, suffer in silence. Number 2, do not announce where you're going. Go outside your perimeter. Keep a different schedule at all times. And like I said, I can't even remember what number 3 was, and I just said it. That's how much they're confusing me right now. That's the 3 best things. Your loved ones are not going to believe you, okay? I'm sorry. Your loved ones will not believe you. And they're going to get tired of you saying it everywhere you go. Oh, look at there. Oh, look at there. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. There, that. They're not going to believe you. So don't try it. Suffer in silence. Number 2, don't announce where you're going. Go 5 miles outside your perimeter. Change up your schedule. Number 3 is still eluding, and I think I'm trying to catch up with it. I can't even. That's how bad they're hitting me. If you're hooked up to a mainframe, and most soft targets are not, all they go by is what they see, your outer emotions. Oh, here's another one. While you're suffering in silence, if you let them know that those cars driving by is bugging you, you're going to have more cars driving by. If you're a soft-targeted individual, get off YouTube. Stop it. You are bringing more hell and havoc on your life than you can ever imagine. Just shut up. If you guys notice on my channel, I've grown a lot on my channel. Not my channel's grown, but I've grown. I don't film planes much anymore. Why? Because if they know it bugs you, they're going to be all over you about it. Just like the cars. I can still go on the interstate, and the cars will still be on sequence. It'll be white, black, white, black, white, black. Or just like this morning when I filmed 20 minutes ago, burgundy, black, burgundy, black, burgundy, black. All up and down this little bitty road of mine that's not even that busy. So try your best not to let them see you sweat. Don't acknowledge it. Don't acknowledge. Oh, look, there's those red cars again. Oh, there's that headlight out again. Oh, there's a hubcap missing off that car. If you keep noticing it, they're going to keep putting it in your face. They're going to make you notice it. It's like every time I come out in the yard, there's always that one Mustang up and down. Wow, wow, wow. Back and forth. There's always a horn that honks. There's always a siren. And it's not that I'm in the city limits and this town's is busy. No, it's the same things every single time. And subscribers have noticed the not only the airplanes that I mentioned, but the horn honking. Still trying to get number 3 in my head. This is right now. What's happening right now is it's like when I was young and it was 11:30 and you seen the Statue of Liberty on TV and they was playing the American national anthem and then it went off and then the TV turned to snow. Shh. That's what's going on in my head right now. Shh. I can't hear. I can't focus. It's just noise, white noise in my head right now. So like I said, don't think you got to, and this is the hardest part, guys, besides not being able to trust people you love and suffering in silence, is you can't take it personal. I would venture a guess that very few people know who you are in this program. These gangstalkers don't know who you are. They're not told this person. They don't get a text of your face and your story and all this stuff and says, hey, go here and follow them. They don't know any of that. They keep it so quiet and compartmentalized. Nobody can claim. They can be interrogated and there's nothing the cops can say. The worst case scenario what I've seen of the gangstalkers tell in confessions is to say, I just get a text and the text tells me to go here and I got a gift card. That's the only information anybody's ever given besides the confessions of a gangstalker. If you want that, I can share that video with you. It's about an hour long, but a guy actually goes through the whole thing with SES of how he was part of this program, how he went up high in the program, and then finally realized that he was killing people just by showing up places and just by terrorizing them with technology. So stop thinking your neighbor's in on it, okay? Stop thinking that your next door neighbor has got a whole bunch of CSI computers in his room and he's talking into a voice changer and it's terrorizing you. They want you to kick that door in. They want you to kill your neighbor. They want you to commit mass violence so they can put you in a cell, either a rubber cell or a jail cell. So stop reacting. Stop thinking it's your next door neighbor. And so many people have gotten mad at me and gave up on me because I told them it ain't your next door neighbor. Well, if they keep implanting that thought and keep making you paranoid, because a frequency can make you paranoid. So every time you get around that one neighbor that they want you to hurt, guess what they'll do? They'll hit you with that frequency and you'll get paranoid. They'll hit your anxiety level, and they can also dangle, 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 tinkle, tinkle, tinkle on your adrenaline gland. Sounds crazy? It's not. They've perfected the human body. The only thing they can't do is create a soul. They got everything else under control. AI computer is running this whole beast system. If you're a targeted individual, you should know that by now. Don't take offense when I say a soft target. is panicking too much. I understand. I was there too. I get it. It sucks because it does feel like the world's against you because the world's against you. But stop letting them see you sweat. Okay? The only reason for my channel is to bring awareness, for documentation, to show people. Listen, I'm a big boy. I get attacked worse than anybody on here, and that's okay. God told me to open up a channel, and he said I could take it. He's going to protect me regardless. I'm on here to help others that are struggling. But the worst thing you can do with your targeting is to get on YouTube and start talking about it. Because the people that loved and trust you now think you're freaking nuts. And they'll shake your head yes the whole time you're telling me, and they'll tell you they believe you. But I assure you, when they get out of earshot, they're going to get on the phone and start calling people. I'm really worried about my friend. I don't know if they're on drugs, but they're talking about hearing voices, and they're talking about people following them. And the first thing the doctor's going to say, well, that's methamphetamines. Or the doctor's going to say, oh, that's schizophrenia. Do not call police. Number 4. Do not call the police department. They will not help you. They will put you in a jail cell, whether a rubber room or a jail cell, and I've got stories upon stories for that. They will not help you. They are not your friends. The quickest way you want to losing your life is to get arrested by a cop, okay? Do not call the authorities, and do not, I repeat, do not sit down in front of a doctor, whether it be a counselor, a marriage counselor, I don't care who it is. Stay away from doctors because they don't care. You cannot trust them. There is a book, and they are told, this is what you do because they're told about you. These doctors know about this program, okay? The last 2 or 3 psychiatrists I've talked to, they said, oh, we've heard about this program. Oh, my God, I can't believe it, but I can't write that down. I said, what? I can't write down that you're a targeted individual. They tell us to report it. Yeah, they're told to report it. Advertising it is only going to make it worse for you. So please, just listen to me when I tell you these things. I can't remember number 3. If you guys can piece it together, please do. But just remember, nobody's going to believe you. Targeted individuals are. Do like the Bible says, pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. Pray without ceasing. Every time they're on you, and if your V2K is real bad, the way I defeated V2K, and I say defeated because it's manageable now, but they hit me so hard with V2K, I would literally sit there all day long and sing, Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. I'd sing that, or I'd sing, my God is an awesome God, he reigns with power and love, with wisdom, power and love, my God is an awesome God. That's what I'd have to do, constantly. A lot of people say, play this ambient noise with 525 megahertz and it'll stop this and make you ease your pain and blah, blah, blah. It didn't work for me. Sorry, I tried it. It didn't work. Just another gimmick. And God bless, look out for Charlie. He's got a lot of great information. He says he's defeated his targeting. I would say this. All they got to do is turn it up. They'll make you think you got it beat. Then they can slide up in the back door. Like they'll stop your V2K. They will stop your V2K. And then they'll start implanting thoughts. And that's how it normally works for a lot of targeted individuals like they did me. They started implanting thoughts very just silently and quiet. They'd whisper a thought in my head. So I didn't hear it audibly in my head. It was a thought that my brain transferred. Okay, it transferred from one part of my brain. I don't know nothing about my brain except it works very well considering I'm brain damaged, and I'll admit my brain has been damaged by this technology. But they'll start by implanting thoughts. Once they get your DNA, they'll implant thoughts, and then once you start realizing, wait a second, I wasn't thinking that. I don't think like that. Once they start using words that you don't use in your daily vocabulary, and they'll do that just to test you. Once you realize that ain't your thought, then they're going to come right out, and it's going to be hell. They're going to cuss you every day. They're going to talk about you. It's literally like having a screaming 2-year-old on your leg, screaming the worst profanities in your world, and nobody around you sees that 2-year-old on your leg doing it. V2K is vicious, is one of the worst human abuse. Imagine the terrorists that they have in prison, or used to have before Obama let them all loose, but imagine the terrorists, they would play Van Halen loud as they can be 24 hours a day, or God forbid Katy Perry. I could deal with Van Halen, but Katy Perry 1,000 times all day long at a loud volume to drive people crazy. Well, just think, with V2K, they're in your head loud as hell, talking to you, driving you nuts in your head, and nobody else hears it. Now, that's terror. That is terror. I got to get off here. I'm going too long. Pray for me, pray for my family, pray for your purpose. Always pray in Jesus' name. These are the tips and techniques to help you survive being a targeted individual. Like, share, and subscribe. Stuart Pidlone, the most targeted citizen.